Welcome to the Lakaya Show. I'm in the vault chair now, so beware. Grab a snack, grab a drink, sit back and relax as we chat about everything on the other side of normal. Hello everyone, how have y'all been doing? Yes, she's back. I'm actually sitting in a vault-like chair. Not his chair, but a chair like his. So you may hear me take a drink. You may hear me smoke a cig. You may hear me cough, breathe, sniff, who knows. Because this is just us chatting about hot topics, basically. We skim over anything that is on the other side of normal here. You may get tips, tricks, hints. You may hear stories. We may have guests. We may not. I don't know why, because this is the Lakaya Show. I do what I want. Now, we know that we've all had this pan word going around, and we've all been stuck at home, and a lot of people have been very ill, very sick, and not a lot of people had much to do. So TikTok. Let's talk about TikTok. You guys, the stuff I have seen on TikTok, oh man, that app is crazy. I'm like, girlfriend, no. There's some bits to your body you're supposed to save for your significant other, not for the world. But then again, I'm like, bet if you got it, flown it. And the funny skits, oh my gosh, and the couples, oh, they're so cute, y'all, they melt my heart. But I've also seen a couple of creepy ones, and they made my heart sing, because I'm like, yes, there are spooky ones over here too. I love it. And there's two that stick out to me that I've seen. Now, I wasn't able to get the credit of whose they were. I'm sorry for that. So if anybody finds the two little videos that I'm talking about on TikTok, please leave the people's info below so that other people can go and watch them, because I don't know how TikTok works, to be honest, and I screwed up and didn't get the credit. So I would love to give them credit. But these two videos have stayed on my mind and stayed on my mind and stayed on my mind. And the first one, is the one that it just freaks me out. Okay, just hear me out. Picture it nighttime, and there's a security camera up on like the corner of a house. Could be a building, but I'm gonna say it's a house, because these are little couple second TikToks, and I watched this a couple days ago, so it's hard to remember. I'm old, blame it on the age. And it looks like the security camera's up on the building, and it's looking down at the ground of this little grassy area, what looks like beside a driveway, I'm thinking, or a sidewalk. And there is this creature-esque thing running around down there with what looks like a blackened head. Now, that was what I seen the first time I've watched it. I rewatched it again right after. The second time I seen, okay, this is probably a skinny dog with a convenience store or grocery store bag, but black, over its head. I'm like, okay, the dog's got a bag stuck over his head and it's just running around, but it looks crazy. The third time I watched it, I'm like, is this a tweaker? A person under the influence of some sort of altering, medication, we should say, with the bag over its head. Every single time, y'all, I watched this little video, I got a different idea of what it could be. I have no idea what it is. I don't know if that person has found out what it was. I don't know if they knew and was just passing it along. I have no idea. I just seen it, thought it was strange and unusual, and it has stayed on my mind since then. And the second video I seen that stayed on my mind was this lady. She's looking across, I'm guessing it's a field. It looks like a big grassy area too. She sees this darkened figure going back and forth, back and forth. And I looked at it, and it literally looks like, in her video, a figure of a person walking back and forth. But the person looks completely blacked out. Like, completely blacked out. Decked out in black spirit form, like a black shadow man. To me, that's what it looks like. Regardless if it's a real man or not, I don't know. I don't know how to work TikTok, to go to people's pages and, you know, go see if she's got a whole bunch of other videos. I just see what comes up through my For You page. I scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll until I get to something I like. I watch it and I keep going. So I have really no clue of how to, you know, go back and find videos and things people have done. I've tried to teach myself, but hey, look, I'm not one of these youngins that know how to do all of this stuff. I just don't. I don't make videos like that to start with, and probably never going to. So, you know, I like watching them. I don't mind watching them, but I don't like to know the ins and outs of stuff if I'm not going to use it. That's just me. I'm lazy like that. But I was, I was impressed. I was like, okay, now if we can get more people to do, you know, little videos like that of their things. Oh, and there's another lady that claimed she had a demon sitting on, I think it was on her shoulder, hiding in her hair or something like that. If you find her credit, please put it down in the comments below, because like I said, I don't know how TikTok works like that. And I don't know how, like, I don't understand how you find the credit, who the people are. Like, I just don't get it. I see a bunch of ats and a whole bunch of people's names and hashtags, but I don't know who is who. But I was like, okay, TikTok, come on with yourself now. I can deal with some abnormal in my life right about now, because I've had a little bit of abnormal, but dang, these people got it a lot more than me. I'm just having a little figure show up every now and then at my house. Are any of y'all having little figures show up at your house, by the way? I've had a couple of friends now that have what they think are brownies, but you know, a couple of things missing. They, you know, it's like peeping around the corner at them. And these are people that have nothing in common. They don't know each other, completely separate states. And they're having the same thing. And I'm not having nothing missing, but I'm seeing a little figure. And it's only parts of it. Like, I'll see an elbow. Random elbow. In the middle of the air, peeping around a corner. Like something's fixing to come around the corner, and then it just goes away. Strange and unusual. I've had spiders come into me, you know, and spiders can mean, you know, several different things. They come around creative people. Like I said, they creativity, fertility. There's tons of things about spiders' meanings. It just depends on, you know, what you're basing it off of. It could also be somebody's trying to contact you from beyond. It could be your totem animal. Like I said, there's tons of meanings about spiders. But I've been having a few little, like, random things like that. But nothing, you know, nothing major. Nothing major. I did decide the other day to do, here in the next couple days, a banishment candle, just to get rid of any ick stuck around. I have had a kind of rough week. I know sometimes y'all know what I'm talking about. You have that week that you're just like, please, I'm ready for Monday to come around, just because, that type. So last week was one of those weeks for me. It was pretty rough. And I'm going to take a black candle, and I'm going to do a little banishment, and I'm going to get rid of some of this leftover ick. And, you know, if you want to follow along with us, On a banishment candle, I have a couple other friends doing it. All you do is you get you a black candle, because black is void of color, and which will void, other things in your life. But do remember this: white can always be substituted, or whatever color you feel that you prefer that represents banishment for you. Always do what you feels right. You just take a black candle, get you a toothpick or something to carve with, but I usually use a toothpick, that way I don't have to worry about slicing my hand wide open. Or a needle, like a sewing needle. I've used those before, but usually a toothpick will work. And I will carve in, depending on the size of the candle. If it's a small candle, I will usually carve in one word that I want banished. I will carve in like bad luck. I will carve the word bad luck on the side of the candle. But you can carve in anything that you want banished. You can carve in, shadow figure. You can carve in drama. You can carve in anything that you want banished. And then what I do is I, have it in its candle holder in the middle of my table. That way it's not near anything that'll catch on fire, because it's going to burn for a little while. And it won't catch anything on fire. It won't get too hot on my table. Nobody can get to it. I will push all my energy to the candle. I will say a little prayer, and then I will light my candle. And I will let that candle burn all the way down until it goes out on its own. That is the way I do a banishment candle, a simple banishment candle. Now, I do have a ritual for a banishment, but this is just simply a quick, easy peasy, get rid of a little ick way to do it. This is just my opinion. This is just how I do it. If you do it differently, go ahead and do yours differently. I've learned, though, sometimes simple is best. Sometimes all it takes is, something tiny and minute to get the job done. And I know with the pandemic going on, people would like to do a lot of healing with candles as well. And I know a lot of friends and family members that have used white candles, white light to symbolize healing. But I tend to use blue. I find blue calming and relaxing, and I'll use a blue candle that I have carved with words of power, and such as, get well soon, heal thy body, heal thy mind, different things. And I will anoint that candle with a oil I make, just a little bit, just a drop works. And I usually put it at the bottom, to be honest, of the candle. That way it's the last thing that's, heated up on the candle. And I will light it, but, right now I think a little banishment is okay. But if you don't want to do a banishment candle, feel free to do a healing candle for everybody that's been sick during this pandemic. They need it. We all need it. It's a lot going on, and it's tough, and it's hard, and it's depressing, and it's scary. And I ask, every one of you to please stay safe. If not for yourself, stay safe for others. You could be asymptomatic and not know it and give it to somebody else, and it turn ugly for them, And we don't want to do that. We want to love and respect each other, and we want to all be safe, and we want this to all be over with as soon as possible, so we can get back to our normal lives, or what is normal. My life is never normal. Never, ever. And girlfriends, y'all know what I'm talking about. Life is never normal. Ever. It's something new every day. Nothing is ever normal. But we want everybody to stay safe. Stay positive out there. Send positive energy back and forth to each other. And I send my love to every one of you, because right now everybody needs a little love. and, you know, good wishes and good thoughts, because it's hard. It's hard. People are wondering how they're going to make it. These stimulus checks didn't help a lot, because I know some people, depending on where you live, just wasn't enough. Some people still have lost their jobs, you know. Some people have lost lives. It's sad. But it's also on the other side of normal. You know, this is not a normal occurrence. Look at the last time we had sort of a epidemic or a pandemic. Look, you know, Spanish influenza. I mean, this is crazy. I never thought ever in my life I thought we would go to war before this would happen. I never thought it would be like this. So I have enjoyed being back. I hope you all have enjoyed being back with me. It's a little rough, a little rocky, a little sketchy. I haven't done this in a long time, you guys, so, you know, I'm just now getting my boots wet. It's gonna take me a bit. And these sinuses, no, I'm not sick. No, I promise you I'm not. The pollen has killed my sinuses, you guys. Killed my sinuses. I step outside and I sneeze my head off and my eyes go to water in the rest of the day. So I feel like I have a constant sniff. No fever, no sore throat, no nothing else. Just a constant sniff. Ugh, when will it end? But I'm ready for summer. I am ready for summer. Do I have a bikini bod? No, I do not. And speaking of bikini bods, that's the other thing about TikTok I noticed. They are very pro body. I don't care what race you are, what culture you are, what size you are. I've seen so many different women and men building up other women and men. I was so proud. Now, I'm not saying there aren't a few that are, you know, ripping and roaring over there. You always have those in whatever community, whatever, you know, little corner of the woods that you're in. You're always going to have those select few that have something to say. But I was so ecstatic to see the comments, the wonderful comments under some of the TikTokers' posts when they'd post them in a bathing suit or lingerie, or, you know, show that they were a skinny girl or a thickum guy. And I'd see one ugly comment and I would see 500 positive comments. You're beautiful. Who are you to say that about that person? They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm talking, I was impressed. I have not seen more love when it comes to body image than over there on some of those TikTokers. So please, if you do have TikTok, or if you download TikTok, please keep on encouraging positive body image, because we are all different. And that is one thing that is very meaningful to me, is that everybody knows you are beautiful in the skin you are in, regardless of whatever. You are a beautiful human being. You are created. You are gorgeous. You are handsome. You know, beauty, they say, is in the eye of the beholder, but I think when it comes to humans, me personally, I think every single one is unique, and that's what makes us beautiful. Well, guys, it's that time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed my first show. Like I said, please, I know it's a little rough. I'm nervous. I haven't done this in a while. Well, I've done some stuff, but not like this. They'll get better with time. The more I practice, it'll come back to me. We'll have different topics each time. Hot topics. We'll skate over some stuff. May read some stuff from the news. Who knows? We'll just chat about whatever I want to chat about. And if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments for me. I have my comments monitored and my emails monitored. I will be putting an email up, a public email. I'll have those monitored and weed out the bad ones and you know, you're always going to get the hate. Weed out the bad ones, and then they'll send me on the other ones, and I'll go through them. I may not get through every one, or you may not hear yours every time, but continue to write. I will read them, I promise. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show. And with that being said, until next time, my creepers, light, laughs, and love from the Lakaya Show to you.